Okay, so before anything, I just need a new page. 06 30 2015 Orchard 1.9.1 released. So for those who don't know, who don't follow Orchard, like in the last 5 minutes, I released Orchard 191 here. And the specific thing with this release is that it contains bug fixes and security fixes, and you are highly recommended to update to this version because of the security fixes. So Orchard 191 comes with security fixes and also patches for 182 and 173, which are also impacted by this security issue that I fix here. There is a security.
Or do you mute yourself?
Hello, hello. Let me see where this noise is coming from. It was from Greece. Sorry. So there is a security awareness here. Let me read it. A persistent XSS cross-site scripting vulnerability. A persistent cross-site scripting has been discovered by Paris Zumpouloglu. A Greek guy. What?
No.
Shut up. What is that? In the users module that is distributed with the core distribution of CMS. The issue potentially allows elevation of privileges by tricking an administrator, I would say actually, into executing some custom crafted script on his behalf. This version of Orchard, the version of Orchard affected are 173, 182, and 190. Version below 173 are not affected. To mitigate the vulnerability, don't click links in the user's management page that appear to contain HTML. It's very easy to reproduce, and I won't do it. Okay, I can show you in private, but it's kind of a critical issue, and I suggest you update from any version from 173 to the patched ones, and the patches are provided here. This one and this one for previous versions, or 191 for the current version. Let me show you how it looks like. So as usual, when you download it, you just have to copy paste it into your source code and or your deployment, because it will update the framework DLL directly if it's already deployed, and also the source files which are affected by the issue. And the issue was fixed 2 weeks ago in the 19x branch. And let me show you what it was. This was actually this text.css, which was not currently encoding all the parameters, and it could leak some scripts into HTML in the notification. So that's the issue. So I actively recommend you to use the patch. You are not impacted if you don't allow user registrations. And you are not impacted if you don't click on something which looks like HTML. But still, you should update. Any questions? Done with the questions.
Hey, Sebastian, it's Gustavo. I downloaded your 191 branch prior to you deleting it and pushing out that release. I downloaded that today. Is that up to date?
The last commit was from Sipke yesterday. Okay,
perfect. Yeah, then yes. Great, thanks.
And this is exactly what you downloaded, because the versions were already updated. So yeah, that should be good. That made it to 19x. Yes, 19x is so part of this release. What I did. Let me show you in this UI, it's easier. So I merged 191 to master. So now master is on par with 191. I merged one master to 19x so that all the changes in 191 are in 19x and 19x to dev. Okay, so everything gets everything. Everything is updated. Also, at the same time, I updated all the previous versions. So 182 and 173 tagged versions with the 2 security fixes that we released in the last month, and from 161 to 10 with the previous one that we had last month. This, anyone who looks for the 161 tag will point to a version which has no security issues inside. I think Zoltán had asked us to do that last time. And that's good, and that's done. The branch 191 has been deleted because it was just an integration branch, and now there is a tag 191 on master. The 19x branch is still active and will continue to be the short cycle release branch, and the dev is still the same. I will reaffect all the currently closed bugs, fixed bugs on 19x to 191. So that we can track what has been done on 191 explicitly. It's not done yet. What I still have to do also is to define the release page for 191. So the binaries are released, the source code is released, the version is tagged, but there is no public announcement yet. Only the security patch is publicly announced. I have also updated the security acknowledgement page, this one, with the researcher who found the issue and reported it. Oh, there is a typo here. What is that? What I messed up here? Sorry, it should be a quick fix. June 30, Paris, project 0, parents. This one is wrong. Oh, I lost one, crap. Well, I will do it after. I lost one guy in the process. Fortunately, we're on Git, we can recover that. Any other question? Is there anything in the chat I should read? Oh, the other changes, there was a typo in the binding 500. We see binding on the Azure cloud service. Gustavo, yeah, we pulled it, but yeah, it's not in 191 then.
Yeah,
if you see something,
pull request right before you deleted the 191 branch, so I had to recreate that pull request to 19x.
Okay, if there is something that you think is from 191 and it's breaking, then I can still patch it. If I'm staying current with the dev branch, am I getting the 191 release? Yes, everything from 19x is merged into dev regularly. Woohoo, George says woohoo. Okay, just to say hello, I assume. Yep. So yeah, then it's okay if it's 192. If you think it's really breaking 191, just let me know. Not in 1 week. Not sure. I don't think the binding is affecting anything. Otherwise, all the integration tests will fail. Functional tests will fail. Okay, good.
No, Sebastian, that's not true, Sebastian. This was about the cloud service project and the integration tests aren't.
The cloud service project then. Okay. I can apply a patch then. It's breaking the cloud service?
I'm not sure. I'm just saying you wouldn't see it in the tests.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Gustavo will test then. We'll see. Gustavo is still using cloud services. So sad. Okay. Good. Now back to the usual. Orchard 191 released. Security vulnerability. This is 173 and 182. Then status of the changes, demos. Anyone?
I will have a demo what we talked about 2 weeks ago on what is .Nest in Azure, what is a resource provider, stuff like that. A short one.
Okay. Siamand, no demo today? Okay. So status then. Status, lots of work. 7 days ago, we must have done this. May fix localization on the button. We did that. Assembly binding redirect from Gustavo, but didn't make it to 191 apparently. Introduce side localization stream parser. This was extracting some logic. It was fine. Unit test. This was a pull request. Then updating the version 191. Oh yeah, this one from Zoltán, and you also applied it actually to 191. I saw that cherry-picked. Yeah, this is interesting. So when we do a query with just the part, it's actually loading everything and then filtering on the part. Is that it, Zoltán?
That's right. So the query itself actually doesn't contain anything that would filter for widgets.
Oh, because there is no content type here. Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
Usually we have a content type filter at least. Okay, so you're just adding the record just to filter that, because widgets can be of any type. So we need the record here. Good catch. And I assume, I think that Sergio, is Sergio here? I think I saw him. Yes, Sergio is here. I think you created a bug to say that it was very slow since 190, the widgets, and that might be it. But maybe you didn't do this bug. So this is a fix.
There were a lot of similar fixes before that, I think. Maybe you, Sebastian, did that?
I did that when I tried to optimize the queries by removing the necessity of a record, but some of them might be broken because of this thing. If they had content types, they would have been fine, but here it's not the case. Or maybe it's a two-phase change, like first I removed that and there was a content type, and then, sometimes, and then another fix changed the content type. But this one, yes, must be impact have a great impact on the perf. Yes, that's usually the same issue every week. Fixed. Enabling setup service to harvest recipes from themes too. I saw that. What up? What is that? Why would you do that?
Well, it's a valid use case, so there's really no point in restricting set of recipes to modules.
Yeah, I don't see a point either, but maybe the guy who wrote the code was seeing a point, because it's explicitly not taking them from the theme. or maybe it was just to say a theme should not have that. I don't know.
Well, yeah, that was before it was added that you can actually create recipes folder inside modules. So that was a preliminary step to this fix or this modification.
Show in file tree. Blame. Removed, so it's an old file. Look at those guys. Nobody knows them. Yeah.
I know who they are.
Well, you're too old. Projections don't order queries following position field from Sergio. Made sense. It was a pull request. By position if there is one. Okay. Pull request auto route pattern localization. So the big one from Jasmin. Look at all these files changed. Localize quote from Marek, I think, yes. This way, if you get a localization string which starts with quotes or ends with quotes, and only starts or ends, and or has multiple quotes, it's fixing an issue because it was removing all the quotes from the beginning and the end. This is fixing a binding redirect that Daniel also was mentioning, but not everywhere. That's the issue. This is the merge. Moderator notification. Oh yeah, so from Dale Newman, apparently the parameters here should not be an array, just an email containing comma-separated values. Until someone finds there is another issue somewhere and fixes that back, because there may be discrepancies between who uses recipients and defines recipients. We'll see. Lost password, yeah, so adding allow always accessible to some controller methods which can be used without authenticated users. This one was the merge. This is, oh, so yes, this one is funny. So I commented on your commit, Zoltán, and you asked why, and I didn't answer on the comments, but I will answer now. The funny thing is that on Thursday, we talked about this bug because there was a pull request for that, and we commented on the pull request. One of the comments was, for instance, in the migration, not change the migration because there was no need for a new colon, and Nick was here also, we talked about it. But we said, okay, it's fine if he set a new field, we won't ask him to change it, part of the pull request. And he did the code. The guy did the code. I can't remember who did that. And almost the same thing as you did. Well, your code is better actually, but it was almost the same thing.
So this was a kill steal.
And yeah, and then you committed the feature and closed the issue. So that's why it was, you should come to the bug triage, because the guy was maybe also working on the pull request and accepting our comments, and you.
That's sad. I'm sorry about that. Although the issue was set, I was set as the assignee of the issue. So
maybe
I was
that's fine.
That I'm working on that.
That's a good issue to have. So yes, I closed the PR then. That's fine. Oh my god! I didn't see this one. Maybe I saw that.
What's wrong with that?
You need to be very careful. Okay, oh, this one is fine. But I'm like, whenever I see removing the at.
Well, yeah, but I mean, look at the context you're in.
Sure, so, that's good. In this context, that's fine.
Yes, absolutely. I know. I understand. Razor, because I was the one who merged it in. So, yeah.
So good. So you merged it, apparently. I see merge from this guy called Nicholas Main. Fixing a PostgreSQL example, that's okay. Who merged that?
Me.
Sipke? No, you? This one then. And Sipke merged the dashboard thing. Okay. Adding permission checks. This is always good to add permission checks. Sipke, edge dashboard. Okay. I should use a dev branch because it's a dashboard. Ooh, what is that? Copy pasting the code from the content manager controller. And now it's merging the dev branch. Key not found in the route part because I assume with the localization changes. Is that on a dev branch? Yes. So maybe that's what is breaking the test in dev. Because you're introducing a new
Dependency.
So usually when you...
Is it breaking the build? It compiled for me, but I didn't really run the test.
Compiling and running the unit test is two things different.
Yeah. All right, I'll take a look at the tests.
Whenever you add a dependency, and if there is a test for this class, it will break the test, for sure.
I don't remember writing any tests for it. Huh.
No, but there are some unit tests for localization. And this one might be necessary for other ones. So,
telling you,
last time when you wrote the feature, I fixed the unit test for you because.
Okay, cool.
Might not be that, but the dev branch has been broken for the last 3-4 days.
Oh.
Okay, what is that? Maintaining selected value after model validation error. So that's the layout. Dynamic forms. Added stub CSS files for various activities to print 4.4s. Yes, you can do that. Because in the dashboard, we are looking for dynamically provided CSS files. 4.4s are fine, but if you want to fix this, that's fine too. Just in the dashboard. Layout elements not evaluate tokens. So now you can evaluate tokens as requested by Bertrand. Fixed. So by the way, Sipke, there is a new convention for bug numbers here. You can do it like Jasmine here, fixes bug number, or you can do it the way I recommend it. Or different ways. You can do it like fixes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then bug blah blah blah. Okay, or you can do it. You can do the. Oh, maybe you did it this way. Sorry, excuse me. Then bug blah blah blah, and fixes edit before. But so maybe you did it the correct way. No. Oh yeah. This is how you could do that. Culture picker. Oh, this was just this is the one. Fix content field elements, because this way the bug item is not closed and not it's linked to it, but it's not closed. Okay. And then the security fixes. What a pain! I'm telling you. Going back to old tags.
Can you repeat? How are you supposed to phrase the commit message for the bug to be closed?
Fixes in the command, you need fixes. Oh crap. Found that. This is what you need to put somewhere. So either you put it in a full title like this, or you say, okay, I link to that. This is the bug title. And later on, in the same commit message, you put fixes, blah, blah, blah. It needs to see fixes number.
Why do you have it in square braces in the top one? Is that
as you want? No, it's just a way you could do that. For instance, some guys at Lombic do it this way. Fixes 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, this is so nice. I like that.
I like this one and this one better than the first one. This one is better because it follows the convention we had before in Codeplex. So it's consistent with what, so in Codeplex it was like this, work item, boom, work items. So it's more like before in Codeplex. This one is fine too. Okay. This one is fine also, but I prefer these two personally. And I won't force you to do whatever, as long as you put fixes. Close the issue, that's better. Okay, good. Demos, Zoltán.
Yeah. So you should probably stop sharing, so I can, because, yeah. Thank you. And I'm sharing my screen. So let me know when you can see it.
How do you ask it in Hungarian?
Well, for example, látjátok.
Látjátok, Benetek?
Igen, látom, mindjárt már töltődik.
You have to restart your browser because it stopped working.
It's loading for me.
Oh.
Well, it's still loading and it's taking longer than usual.
It will fail. So,
no, it's not sharing. It really stopped sharing.
Yeah, so
let me
restart.
try again.
No, you need to restart your browser.
Really?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Let's see what happens now. I'm hoping very strong.
Okay.
You see it now?
Oh yeah. Yes, I can see. Oh yes, you talked about it last time. The
Wonderful.
RP, the resource provider. Okay.
Yeah, RP. So last time, and by last time I mean 2 weeks ago, because that was the last time.
Sorry, I can't see it, Zoltán. I can't see
Not
your
yet.
screen yet. So, no, okay, go ahead. I can see it now.
All right.
Thanks.
So 2 weeks ago, Sebastian asked what's the difference between being able to create .NET sites from Azure and between creating Orchard sites from inside Azure, because you used well, not exactly the marketplace for both of them, but with the new portal it will be the marketplace for both of them. From the old portal it's a bit different. Long story short, if you create Orchard web apps, to use the correct terminology, or web apps from an Orchard template, then you basically create an Orchard, an Azure web app. That was the old websites. So you create an Orchard web app and install the Orchard web package on it. And that's fine, but you have an Orchard yourself, and you have to update it, of course, and maintain it technically. This is not the case with DotNest, because what you can do now with DotNest, and this is driven by a so-called resource provider that you have to write to get into the Azure Marketplace, is that if you click Marketplace here and select Developer Services, you will be able to see, yeah, here it is, hosted Orchard CMS .NET. This offering is for a .NET site, so it's basically the same as creating an Orchard site, technically a tenant on .NET.com, but it's from inside Azure, driven by that resource provider. And similarly, similarly to what happens on .NET, you can also buy custom usage here, or just go with the free version. So here you have to give it a name and select the region, but currently it's just East US, and hit create or hit next. Sorry, and before that you have to review the purchase, but not exactly a purchase, and you will be able to create the site here. The point here is, oh yeah, it's already loaded, and of course you want Lombik to send you promotional offers. I actually don't know what this means, because probably this means that we will be able to retrieve the email addresses somehow. So what happens here is basically, and that's an interesting technical scenario. Well, it shouldn't be. Ideally, it wouldn't be so interesting, but it's interesting because it's not trivial. So what happens in the background that Azure goes to .Nest, calls some API endpoints, and creates an Orchard tenant in the background. Yes, so now it's started, and if I hide this and click Manage here, I will be able to manage my site on .Nest, and if I open it, here's the setup screen. So now we created a .Nest site, but is an Orchard tenant from inside Azure via the marketplace.
I understand exactly what you did. And I'm the only one to understand exactly what
you don't just understand, but you know what.
Maybe Christian too, because we can hear him.
Yes, Christian, I think already did that. Maybe no, he isn't in the chat. Yes, it's quite painful, I have to say, to implement this resource provider. But again, if you want to do something like this, come to us. We can give you some good hints and point you to some resources, because it's harder than it looks. And there is already a new marketplace on the new Azure portal.
How does it look in the new one?
Services, not yet.
Oh, you don't have it in. You don't have it on the new portal?
That's right, because on the new portal there is also the marketplace. That's the same, but not every kind of service is there yet. So especially this kind of service is not yet possible to push there.
I don't understand.
Well,
why
this is the
possible?
case.
It's just a marketplace entry that will drive your blade, and that's weird.
Well, they say that there will be a slightly updated API that we should use, and this will be available sometime in the summer.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I know all these guys. The marketplace lead, for instance, is a French guy too. Yeah, I worked with them. Okay, good.
That was it.
Thank you. Now I see what you mean. It's interesting. So what's the name of your resource?
It's hosted Orchard CMS .nest.
Okay, interesting. Thank you, Zoltán. What else? Oh, any news on the website for the harvest?
Not yet. I just started to work with it, so I got everything from Sipke from last year's website. The code is, by the way, on under the Orchard GitHub account. Sipke pushed it there. He also shared the database with me, so it's working, of course. I started to make some adjustments, and I will reach out to Antoine because he offered to help on that, so that would be great.
Okay.
And probably what we should do today is to have a date for Orchard Harvest.
The update is that we need a fixed date. Yeah, that's probably what we say, 28, 29, but it's only fixed when it's on the website.
Yeah, or when we book the hotel.
Maybe. Still have time. There is nobody at that time in Spain. Everyone flew away. And yeah, don't worry.
Sergio told that as soon as possible, the sooner the better, of course.
No, let's do it the French way. Cool. Last minute. That's fine. Don't worry.
Should we also have demonstrations?
What?
Should we also have demonstrations? I mean,
we can go on strike there. Yeah. And beat all the taxi drivers just for fun. Okay, any question about it? Harvest or Zoltán demo? Let me share back. Oh, I'm lost. Where is Uber? I lost Uber. Crap. Okay, cool. So, if you have any topic to talk about, we still have 20 minutes. I can show you soundtransit3.org. I was surprised by that. Apparently, Bertrand knew about it. He didn't share the information. This is our local buses, the ones we take every day. They
Sorry,
made their
Sebastian,
website.
you are not sharing.
I am.
It stopped. At least for me.
For you, but everyone else works.
Yeah, so I've had the opportunity.
I'm not seeing it either.
I can't see it either.
Oh, you all suck.
Can't say it too.
Yeah, I will share again.
What the hell is going on here?
You see?
Yeah, I can see your screen now. I had to reload, and then I couldn't hear you.
I can't see.
I was not saying anything. That's why.
Okay.
Okay, good. So this website, very nice. Bertrand says he's proud of it because they are using SVG.
Sebastian, I can see your screen. I should reload as well, I guess.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had to reload twice.
Okay, just give me a second. Yeah, I can hear you, and it's loading, and I can see your screen now.
Okay, good. So Zoom.us, the main issue we had was the limitations. 40 minutes, and after that, boom, meeting done. Otherwise, apparently, Sipke
That's just
said
because we use the free one, right? But if you pay for it, we have that limitation.
Correct, $50. So Sipke said the quality was better. The sound I can't say because I was talking. So my sound was perfect from my side.
It was.
I can't. Okay, we could see the faces because the camera was integrated. That was nice. I could see people getting old. What else? Sound. We can see who's talking, which is something we wanted and we have in Uber and we didn't have in the previous one.
The chat was bad.
The chat, I didn't use it. Was there a
external window? There was an external window.
It's like an overlay. Like what is the name of the last one we used? L something.
Link?
No. The one after.
Join me.
Join me. Yes, L something. Join me. So join me. It was the same way of working. So yes, you need to set up to install an app. It's not web-based. You need to install an app like Join Me. And like Join Me, it was a big overlay with overlay windows that you can drag and drop everywhere. So it's not like a integrated app where you have everything in one app. You have lots of windows everywhere, and that was I prefer the way Uber does that. But the quality apparently was better with Zoom.us.
I think the quality is much more important.
Issue is the gap between the free version and the just not free version is huge. It's from 0 to 50.
What about going back to Skype for Business? I mean, Link.
So I remember the issue was that it was not reliable. People would be disconnecting all the time. Bertrand, especially. Now that he's working at Microsoft, I'm sure he won't have this issue.
What?
Yes.
I wouldn't actually mind trying Link again.
Who wants to try Link again on a Thursday for sure?
You mean Skype for Business?
Skype for Business.
Actually, that Skype for Business has pretty much nothing to do with Skype. It's not even compatible with it. It's a skin over Link.
Yes.
It's just that I'm finding Uber getting worse.
Yeah, I think Uber is not good. Horrible.
We can try on Thursday to do a link like we do. We connect on Uber and then we give the link to the link meeting. To the Skype for Business meeting. Okay. And we'll see how it goes if people get disconnected. And then if we find it very fine, then we'll try it on a Tuesday meeting and see how many people disconnect, because we have today 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 21, 25 connected. Okay, we'll try it.
If Skype for Business turns out to not work, to still not work so well, and it turns out that Zoom works really well, Sipke and I talked about that maybe we could all pitch in for it. It was $50 per year, right?
No, per month.
Oh, per month. Oh my
God. If it was per year, fine. That's cheaper than Uber. It's from 0 to 50. Why?
Oh yeah.
So I think it's 10 for less than 10 people or less than 20 people, but we are more than 20 all the time. So we have to go with the version unlimited to 100. It's 25 or 100. No, I want 50. And I don't want to go from $10 to 50. I want to go from 10 to 20 maybe. Or give me a 10 with, I don't know. So maybe we should ask the sales guys to give us a custom price. Maybe.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, yeah, well, trying link again would be good anyway.
Yeah, we can try. So Zoom, just to be sure, but I'm almost sure it's per month. I don't really think it's per plans. You see the free. The free is beautiful, but limited to 40 minutes. We have 1 hour meetings, or we can do multiple meetings. But yeah, that's a shame. Or let's create and the pro is $10, but then you're limited to 25 participants. It's new. Wait. It's totally new. They changed the plans. I'm telling you, it was 20. No, it was not 25. It was, or even if it was 25, it was 50. It was from 10 to 50. It's still 20.
What if you click need more participants?
Oh, that's it. Okay, that's why. Okay, you see, 100 participants, 50. So it's from 3 to 50. I want 50 participants.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I don't care about admin reporting, blah 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 blah. I want basic for 50. I want a price here. I want a price, $10 here in this case. This little cell, I want a price. This is what I want. And if I want, you want. Here, put me something.
Let's contact them and see if they can.
Yeah, and remove the 40 minutes. This is what I need. Yeah.
What's so great about them? Why do we want to even consider them? Seeing their
because
price?
It worked. Because the quality was good, and nobody was disconnected. That's it. So we can try like we did for Join Me. We tried for 3 months. Uber, we paid for 3 months, and after that we can see all the issues. But you see, per host per month. So there is only 1 host, but it's still 50. So I like,
yeah.
We're not using it that much, so just 2 hours per week. It's nothing for them. Okay. So contact sales, good. Otherwise, link free. Good. So good note. SoundTransit3.org. Bertrand mentioned it was the company named Enviro Issues.
Yeah.
So their website is also.
Yeah, it's also Orchard. They're specialized in environment oriented websites. So lots of local stuff. They have the Port of Seattle too. They have lots of interesting sites, and they're doing everything on Orchard now. They really like it.
For
So
sure.
So what I've done for them is that I've trained them when they started with Orchard. So
that's why they liked it, because they could
Probably,
understand it. Yes. So this on a sad note, we lost one big website, parapolitica.gr. It was an Orchard, and then I asked Janice, because he works on the project, and now they're on Drupal, which is fine. I'm fine if they leave Orchard for Drupal. I'm not fine if they leave Orchard for WordPress. Drupal now. So from Janice, they said that they were previously externalizing the development, but now they have a team inside and decided to go with Drupal inside internally. So we lost this one. It was, I think, the second biggest website in Orchard. Now it will be the third one, but it's still a big website. That's it. Anything you want to talk about? Nick. Go on.
About what?
I don't know. You want to talk about something? I saw you were muted when I said that.
No, there was a plane flying over, so I tried to mute myself when the plane
okay.
And then unmute.
So, okay. Anyone has any other interesting question? Topic? So I saw that Daniel started some big threads about Gulp Grunt integration in VS, how to refactor that in the dev branch. So there's a discussion that we could have. Let me see. Let me look at the issues, if anything has been open recently. This one. You see. Oh, this one also is in. This one related, actually, the one related from Chris Payne. Chris is suggesting that, he's not referencing it here. Daniel also had a word on that. So this is the discussion about Gulp and Grunt. How should we look like? It will take you 10 hours to read the design, proposed design. Okay, so that's good. There has been some thoughts into it, so that seems to be good. So to be continued. Glimpse. There is some work on that. So he showed us. You remember? Was it him who showed us the Glimpse integration 2 months ago?
Yes, it was Chris.
Yeah, it was Chris. Yeah.
Okay. So now he's working on that to integrate in the core and suggesting some changes. And this thing, I didn't understand the Orchard decorator, what it is. I don't understand what the decorator is in terms of Glimpse.
Yeah, that confused me as well, to be honest.
And I didn't understand why it had to be an attribute and not just an interface.
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
Maybe we should comment then.
Because initially, his initial question was, should we bake this into all existing services, or should we just decorate them? And I said, well, of course we should decorate them, because we need to turn this feature off. We'll be able to, but I didn't know.
There are features.
Yeah. But I didn't know that he meant this design with an attribute. It looks, I've never seen it before. Maybe he's here, by the way. Can explain.
Interface. Okay. Comment. But that's good that there is some progress. That was a very good demonstration. And this one is this team development. What is that? Oh, this is a link to the project itself. Yes. Good. So people are also asking on this project. Then the Gulp Grunt. I just read very quickly some stuff, so I can't right now. I was just impressed by the effort. Thank you, Daniel.
Oh, no, my pleasure.
The name of the whole community. You'll send us the bill, okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have to check that. My only concern was I'm afraid that it will, if I had to develop a website in Orchard using Visual Studio, it will make my life harder. I expect not. I just change my file and hit save and it works. I Ctrl F5 and it works beautifully. I don't have to do run any command or right click build. That's I don't know how it works today, but
you should read my proposal in its entirety, because that's how I want it to work too. Like I want the barrier of entry to be very low. You should just be able to download the source and run it. It should work.
Okay. So. Also, you mentioned that it was removed from web extensions.
Yes.
But I know that it has been. There are modules for that actually. It's removed, but
they have some new extensions added that restores some of this functionality in other ways, but it's not as nice as Gulp. I think Gulp is extremely nice.
Because I don't want that we say, oh, we have to use it this way because this is how Visual Studio did it, but actually it has been removed from the extension because of political reasons and not technical reasons. You know, like if one team says we support Gulp and Grunt, then Mats Christensen will say, okay, so I will remove my options from web extension so there is no conflict, or you see.
That's why you removed it.
I don't know. I can't say. I could ask him.
I think so, because it still exists in the 2013 version. So I think that's the only reason.
Okay. Maybe I will just ask him what he thinks, what should be the best way to do that, and we will be very honest.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, as usual, branch on top of dev because it has to be dev. And
actually, there's part of this stuff that a small part of it I'd like to do on 19x first, because it's the way that it's structured now causes an issue with publishing. Basically, you have to go and delete the node modules folder from the three modules that use Gulp, and before you publish. Otherwise, so I don't want to touch anything else, but for these three modules that already uses Gulp, I want to introduce this change in 19x and then merge it to dev, and then refactor everything else in dev. But I've described it in the issue.
Okay, good. Good. This one also, I saw the discussion, you commented on that, how to... I saw your comments, but I don't see them here. So to create more abstractions for the output cache module, so it's extensible.
Yeah, those comments are on the pull request that Chris...
Okay. Yeah, so I think you made multiple abstractions and you said, no, please just create one because there might be others that we need later.
Yeah.
We don't need three different classes to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. You have too much free time in Cyprus.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's not much else to do here in Paphos either, so good for Orchard.
Okay, great. Any other question from anyone? What did I miss in the chat? Too many things. I noticed that the TinyMC folder was missing from the libsdir and markdown.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long ago those were moved, but they used to be in the libs directory.
Oh, there might not be anymore, yeah. I will check. This one, I don't know. I know some people were working on that. Oh, Qt1, there was a pull request. I'm not sure that you take part of that. And it was missing lots of related changes in other components. So that would just work partially. We commented on the pull request. Chat and voucher, but I already waited the day. Yes, so Nick will show us something soon, I assume. To friends don't let friends use WordPress. That's so bad. You could say you could replace any word here and oh man. Friends don't let friends use a French taxi. Friends don't let friends use, I don't know, whatever you want.
Friends.
Friends. You could, yeah, we could do a quick starter for the meetings. And let's do a quick starter for the meetings. Take the money and leave the Orchard community. That's a trend. We probably don't know. Okay, good. Well, fair.
Sebastian, I also created an issue this week for the thing that we've been talking about to have all of the dependencies in one module, sort of like we do with jQuery, but with everything else.
Yes, you were very active this week. Yes, and you had questions and proposals also, but
yeah.
I thought the design was clearly explained in the meeting we had with Stan, and also we talked about it with Jasmine privately. So if that's the same conclusion,
it's the same.
Then
it
go
was
on.
Just okay, all right. I just wanted to document. I don't think there was too much questions. I just.
No, it's good to talk about it like publicly, because if people from the currently in the meeting want to chime in and go add their comments, that's better. I know some people have lots of ideas. Gustavo is still here. Please look at it. Yeah. So,
what's the issue number for that? Where is the discussion?
It's a recent one.
That's the one. Consolidate third-party client-side resources into dedicated modules.
See that?
Yeah.
We had talked about the jQuery module, and I don't remember if we. Oh yes, we had said keep the jQuery module as deprecated and point to the new ones, to the new one. That was the conclusion. If it's not in your issue, then we should add it.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't remember that.
Yes, so info from Ka was questioning the fact that we are using Angular or some other libraries, even jQuery. That's a good discussion to have, but we won't change that. What else? Yep, that's it. Oh, the other question was, do we want to minify ourselves or use the minified version that are shipped? Orchard supports already when you define a resource that you define the non-minified and the minified one. I will not personally remove that and still define the two versions and include them.
But this is not how you define the resource. This is about how you create the minified file. So
yeah, so then that's okay. If it's that, so at least that we can still define the two links.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good. Yeah, and maybe no. Okay, good. That's it. Thanks, everyone. See you on Thursday on link, but we'll connect on Uber to define the link URL. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.